now there's no cars near me, but they be driving by at streets, they be driving by at curves in the road. There's this one headlight that just drove by me a minute ago. It was like right when there's a bump in the road. There's like a little bump in the road, and right when I drive over it, there's a one headlight driving by me. And then they'll have a car passing me as another car is driving by me and shit. And then like I'll pass a red semi, and there'll be another red semi going the opposite way. Light even maybe. There's been a lot of red cars the whole way. There's been a lot of one lights. There's been a lot of whiteys. There's been a lot of 84 plates. And then they'll just drive by at like the line on the road, like where like a straight line and the dash line next to each other, like the no pass zone. At like the end of the line, like the end of the straight line, at the edge of that, they'll drive by there and things like that. But right now, there's no one headlights behind me or anything. It's windy as fuck right now, the whole way. The rain's been sinking. It starts raining soon. I don't know if he's sinking. I don't know. Who's sinking over there? Anybody? I don't know. Looks kind of regular right now. There'll occasionally be roads like this where there's like nobody though. And then there's other roads where it's more cars and it's a bunch of stalkers constantly. And it's a bunch of cars coming up. Like I'll be coming up behind a semi, and then there'll be cars coming up passing me on the left of me, and I gotta wait for them to pass me before I can pass the semi. Shit. They're all a bunch of stalkers. Here comes a curve in the road. There's a white truck. I think he's at the curve in the road. There's a car when the road is up. There's the next car straightens out. I think it's a bunch of blue cars driving by over here. Oh! So stock-tarded in Colorado too. I knew that because it was stock-tarded when I lived out here, but I didn't realize it back then. But looking back, it was stock-tarded back then too. I don't know. Is he on? Yeah, there's been a lot of 84 plates the whole way, and a lot of 29 plates, and a lot of like 3, 4, 5 plates and shit like that, and a lot of tumbleweeds coming out in front of me synced. That just happened when that semi drove by me right now. There's been a lot of tumbleweeds synced and a lot of birds synced. And there's a fly in my car that'll fly up on my face synced. Kept flying up and hit me in the nose yesterday a bunch. He's hiding in the back seat right now or something. I haven't seen him in like an hour. But he was synced. But I only saw one cop the whole way so far. I've been on the road for like 6 hours, and I've only one cop the whole way. And he had someone pulled over, or a sheriff or whatever, had someone pulled over on the side of the road, but didn't do anything when I drove by him though. So that's kind of surprising. I thought I was gonna see a bunch of cops. There's still a few hours to go. I might see more of them. I think these are sinking as I'm coming up to the back of the truck, and then this one's gonna sink at the front. They do all types of sink things. And then there's like a bunch of like maintenance people on the side of the street doing sink things. Like there's a guy with a weed whacker walking up sinks, and there's people like walking up to the back of trucks sinked and shit. It's been a lot of sink. But then occasionally roads like this where where I'm like by myself for a while. But I think this truck up here is a sink that sinked on me before. I don't remember. So I'm going back to Scars right now. Going back to the city, going to a bigger city now. Hopefully there's more jobs there. It's gonna be more stalkered up. So it's like a plus and a minus. Cause I know it's gonna be more stalkered up there than it is in Norfolk. But probably a higher chance I'll get a job there. Or I can at least do some door dashes and shit. This red truck has one light. I've been seeing a lot of, like I said, and a lot of red one lights and a lot of one lights. This is here. This is a red semi. Don't sink. Here comes more red semis. I bet at least one of them's gonna sink.